Yeah. Excuse me. Welcome to the start of a new and review series. This is the adolescence of a bookworm. I picked this up because I want to try something different when it comes to isekai stuff. Well, not the first thing I'm across where basically it's a girl. Though it's the first one I've seen where the lead character is not like well, it's a female lead character with blue hair. Yes. Her name is Mine. Yes, that is her name. She is this. Well, how this works is interesting. So the episode opens up with Mine as the way she is. There's this guy puts the device in her head, looking at her past to figure out how she got the way she is, with all these products she has. And then we show what her life was. Well, she's a reincarnation, obviously. Not the first one I come across this year. Oh no. Like, how many come across this year where basically the main character was reincarnated? So, what is the earliest one this happened with this year? Well, I should say, what was the first one to allow this to happen? I would say it's the Noble and Brink of Ruins. I might as well Mastering Magic. Yep, there's that one. Black Summoner. Am I actually showing us? Beginning after the end. My unique skill makes me a level OP, level 1. The Banished over here, level pleases. The Great Seal rewards typical nobody. And that's kind of it. Not many this year. So this is basically my 38th. Yes, 38th. Very close, almost breaking the record. Which I'm 7 series away from breaking my all-time record, which is a 45. That was back in 2020. Yes. So we detail what her life was prior to her reincarnation. Apparently she was a bookworm, and her name originally was Erno Masato. Where she got crushed by some books because of they were in the anime, but it really was an earthquake. So then she's like, "Oh, I want to be reincarnated, but surrounded by books," and she wakes up dirt poor. Well, having a tiny amount of money. Like, this is the first anime I come across where the protagonist is wearing kind of patch rags. Yes, this is the first time I've ever seen this happen. I'm like, wow, an original concept. Now, as for characters being blue, well, hair character being blue, first one I can think of was Windy, obviously. I think so. But for a female lead character, normally put, even in a fantasy series like this, from Japan, the most popular color is black, obviously, because that's the standard color over there. But usually female leads tend to be either having like black hair, blonde, red, blue. Not really. Also, here's something interesting that her sister, Tootie, she and her mom, which is also Mine's mom, has green hair. Mine gets her hair color from her father. Oh, and who voices her? Reba Barr. You're like, really? Yeah, really. Her sister is basically, Tootie is voiced by Lisa Redmond. Their mom is voiced by Kristen Day, Alpha. The father's name is Gunther. Yes. And he's voiced by Kaiji Tang. You're thinking, that name sounds familiar. Well, Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh yes, definitely. You were thinking, really? Oh yeah, really. And it was like any other series I personally have seen it beside Jujutsu Kaisen, obviously. He was in Seven Deadly Sins as Henderson, as Santana from JoJo's Adventures, I think on the first season of the show. Another season, let's see. He was Amar Gorilla from One Punch Man. Tema Izno, or Gengo from Naruto Shippuden. Oh, he was for the Bing Zoom Entertainment dub for Dragon Ball Super. He's voiced Vegeta. Let's see. Koji Koshin. Yeah, the guy who was the clone of Jiraiya from Boruto. Yep, voice of him. He is Joshi from Apothecary Diaries, which is recent. He's the voice of Taro. Yes, Taro. And Donadon. He's a character from half a Jero Guide. And that's it. You're like, okay, interesting. So she wakes up and she's like, I need a book to read. So she looks around her room. She can barely move around because apparently her body is very frail. Yeah, the reason for this, it's revealed in the book too, that she has a disease known as devouring. Which causes basically flares to flare up, 5 years to flare up, whenever she's stressed or depressed. So, and here's something interesting. Now, I've never come across a light novel series like this, where each volume is like a story arc, kind of. Though this season in particular covers the first 3 volumes, they refer to it as Part 1, Daughter of a Soldier. And it is like this for 3 straight volumes. Excuse me, how many parts are there? There are 33. Yep, 33. And this might surprise you. The original light novel series ceased a little over a year ago. Why it ceased, I don't know. But they do have a sequel series. Yes. And it's split to 5 parts. Like the first one being 3 parts. Part 2 is 4 parts. 3 is 5 parts. 4 is 9. And part 5, which is the last part, this is 12 parts. Yeah, and plus these books are a bit lengthy. Like book 3 is like over 300 pages. While in the case of books 1 and 2, these are about 250 to about 270 pages apiece. Yeah, basically the same length as So, basically she wakes up and she tries to look for books, can't find any. She spends all this time looking at her house and there's no books. Yep. And she kind of just gives up. Well, look at books in the house. And just, maybe buy books. Well, fine about that. So apparently, like, only nobles can have books in this world because apparently they're so expensive. So it's like, make a book herself. So, well, she does it after they go shopping, of course. And mine has to be carried by her mom because she can't walk. She can walk a little bit, but she can't walk very long distances, per se. So, yeah, and then of course, like, she does have a shop owner who's a friend of basically her parents. If there's any bookstores around, there is not. And the book the guy has, apparently, it's way too expensive for her to buy. Oh my gosh! Like apparently, a noble just pawned off this book because he had to pay off his debt. I am not kidding about that. Apparently, books are that expensive. So I was like, gotta make a book. So, but she needs to learn to read and write first. So, then of course, basically, in the next episode, big thing with the next episode to start off with is that she's really gonna sick of her hair being greasy and sticky. So, they basically extract this oil from this fruit, which first she smashes and gets over everybody, but then of course, but with salt, herbs, mix it up, pour some. Ooh, that smells good. And of course, you have her dipping her hair in it, and of course, Terry's like, "What are you doing? Wash your hair with this all in one shampoo, and her hair is nice and silky. And then her sister basically shown to have it with her because basically later on when they go outside, her hair is nice and silky. Even their mom got a chance to do this too. Imagine the dad's hair was like that too. She just did it because she basically wanted clean hair. She was tired of feeling sticky. After a while, basically, I'm sure people's hair feel that way. So, and then like, oh crap, the dad forgot basically his lunch. So, they go downstairs, and apparently mine has difficulty to go downstairs because her body can't handle it. So, and then we're reduced to 3 boys. One who's same age as mine, the other same age as Turi. So our new characters here. Trying to find the kid's name here. Because there are 2 brothers and a cousin. Let's see if I can find him here. I know they appear in episode 2 of the show. I'm trying to find basically who this person is here. Okay, so there is the older of the 3. Let's see. There is Ralph, the older brother. There is Faye, the cousin. Yes. And then there is Lutz. Yep. Lutz. So, Lutz can't pick up, but his brother can. Yeah, so then of course basically carried him to the gate. Of course, wow, the course thing, a castle was actually the city gate. And then of course meet their dad, which was given, and of course basically we introduced a character named Mr. Otto. Yep, there's a character named Otto here. He is voiced by Joe Zanja. Yeah, so it's like, oh, I'll give you a slightly help you read and write. Apparently their father can't read and write either. Well, he can write the name, but he can't exactly read. So then later on they have this pork festival where mine is carried via, put on this wagon. Well, basically kind of like a cart. And then she passed out, and then apparently Otto took the time to basically teach her how to write her name, and well, and then she passed it due to a high fever, and of course, basically eating some sausage later on, and then she's like, "Ooh, they're gonna tell me basically more." Yeah, gets a little more interesting. We were barely scratched the surface with this show so far. Yes, so far, there's a lot of original concepts to this show. Oh my gosh, like, I wonder how anybody feels about this show. I've never heard anybody ever talk about this show particularly. I checked out because, like I said, I wanted to try something different for a change. And so far, the only voice actor in this whole show I've actually know. Matter of fact, I met her, Reba Barr. Yes, great woman to meet. She's also in Maricellus, The Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir's Jenka Koffa. Oh, looks like she's a girl with black with purple highlight hair. My niece will probably know because my niece is a big Ladybug fan. Yep. Okay, so she's also been in The Aztec War, Hunter x Hunter. Let's see. Excuse me. She is, well, of course, in this show, obviously. Demon Slayer's Outcome. So I actually got her to sign my copy of the Entertainment District arc. She is Elaine's from Ace Academy. Great show. I asked, like, well, not many people watch it. It's the reason why it hasn't got season 2 yet, which should get season 2. The show's really good. She is Wolfbach from Konosuba Explosion's Wonderful World. She might come back for season 4 because if I remember getting adapting that one. She is Rinko Anami from Jujutsu Kaisen, and that's it. So Jenka is Purple Tigress. That's who she is basically in Maricellus. She apparently won this series since season 2 of the show. Yep. But I find it interesting, though, that of all people in the show so far, like, the first person immediately is somebody who I've met. Yeah, I met her at, I'm trying to think, I think it was at Central for Comic-Con back in 2023, I think it was, I met her. And I think she was pregnant at that point. Yes, I'm sure she's given birth by now. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because I remember seeing she was pregnant at the time, so I'm sure she probably has given birth. Oh yeah, definitely. So, there's that. So, that's pretty much it for a particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next we have a Comic Corner. Before I go on to basically do more episodes of the show, I really need to get done my 3 brand new anime came out today. First being Scooter about Epic Adventure. First up is a Comic Corner. Okay, next video. Bye.